Nino Nakano. I don't love Nino Nakano. That's right, today we're talking about Nino Nakano. Yet, unlike all my other quintuplet videos so far, I cannot bring myself to say that I love the character of Nino Nakano. Now, why do I not love the character of Nino Nakano? Well, there are a lot of reasons, so let's get right into them. But of course, before we start, there will be spoilers for the Quintessential Quintuplets manga, and I would not want to spoil the series for you because it's amazing, so watch out. Well, without further ado, let's get right into why I don't necessarily love the character of Nino Nakano. Now, before we get into the aspects of Nino that I don't necessarily enjoy, let's talk about some things I do enjoy about this character. The first being how much she cares for her sisters. I really enjoy how Nino is always looking after her sisters in almost every situation possible, be it trying to keep Futuro out of their lives, or giving Miku a pep talk to get her out of her slump during the sisters' war arc. And possibly my favorite moment that shows how much Nino cares for her sisters is near the end of the series, when she distances herself from Yasuba. And while this may seem as a mean act first, I don't see it as such. From my point of view, Nino knows Yasuba can't happily go on with Futuro because of her hesitation regarding her sister's feelings, so Nino herself distances from Yasuba in hopes that Yasuba can become happy in the end. And I love that. Quite honestly, Nino's love for her sisters is honestly such a great part of her character. It's something that I found to be very consistent throughout the series, something I definitely enjoy. Something else I enjoy about Nino is how she moves the plot forward, be it with the confession scene or how opposed she was to Futuro. I think this makes the story of Quintessential Quintuplets very fun to read, something I must compliment her on. Another thing I enjoy about Nino is her design as a teenager. Both long-haired Nino and short-haired Nino are great. While I personally prefer the longer style of hair, the short style of hair fits perfectly with the butterfly ribbons Nino is known for. And she's very cute with these designs, and it's something I love. Another thing I love about Nino is how cute she can be at times. This isn't really a major point, but in the video of Nino Nakano, it should be mentioned that she can be extremely cute at times in this series, although nowhere near the level of, say, Miku, Yatsuba, or Itsuki. Another thing I enjoy about Nino's character is her development leading into the 7 Goodbyes arc. I think Nino breaking free of her past and being able to move forward is done extremely well, and I find that the way she comes to accept Futuro and how she falls in love with him during the exam arc is done exceptionally well. Honestly, Nino's development leading up to the Scrambled Eggs arc is some of the best in the series, and I really love it. However, after this is where I come into problems with Nino, and let's continue with the problems I have with her development. After the 7 Goodbyes and the final exams, we get possibly the best Nino scene in the series. However, after this scene, where does Nino go after this? Where does her character develop after this scene? I've read the series 4 times, and what I've come to find is that, well, nothing happens with Nino's character after the confession. Now don't get me wrong, there are plenty of cute moments and good moments with Nino, some of my favorites being Nino and Futuro at the hospital or Nino and Yasuba in the classroom. But as a character herself, I find that Nino becomes far less interesting and sort of just a boring, straightforward girl nearing the end of the series, not as adorable as her sisters or as she once was nearing the middle of the series. Now I still enjoy Nino quite a bit, but I just hate the fact that she kind of grows stagnant, and it's really disheartening because her character development went from so good to nothing, and that is something that I do not enjoy. Another thing I don't necessarily enjoy about Nino is adult Nino. I'm gonna agree with you guys, adult Nino is just not my fancy. Where adult Itsuki is a fine cuisine I can't get enough of, adult Nino is the fast food you find on the side of the road. I think adult Nino is by far my least favorite design for the adult quintuplets, and just nowhere near as good looking as her sisters in the design department, something I don't enjoy. And the final thing I don't necessarily enjoy about Nino is how her character ends. After the time skip near the end of the series, she sort of plays the same role she did at the start of the series, just looking after her sisters. And while this is consistent with her character, I feel like it shows that really nothing was done with Nino, and I find that kind of disappointing. Being brutally honest, I think Nino is the one character I believe was mishandled in this series, and the one character I wanted more from. Now don't get me wrong, the way her character ends isn't bad by any means, but I just wanted more, and honestly, the author could have done much more with the character of Nino Nakano. So in conclusion, yes, I like Nino, but compared to her other sisters, and how I believe that she isn't handled the best after her confession, or how she grows stagnant in development, I can't with confidence say that I love this character, unlike the other quintuplets in this series. And that is why I do not love the character of Nino Nakano. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Nino Nakano's character I like, and even though she is my least favorite quintuplet in the series, she's still good. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.